Hey there, this is Tony at DIY All Day, and today we're going to be taking this look at a spa, a cow spa that has water around around the outside here towards the bottom. I'll show you guys in a second, and we're going to try to figure out where it's coming from. We're thinking there may be a loose connection. Let's get into it. We open the tub up and we move the stairs here. We're going to focus on removing these end panels and this one side here. See if we can try to figure out where this water is coming from inside. See a lot of water on the unit, but ended up having to take off this back panel over here, and there's a lot more water back here. I think I found this light down there. Has a pretty steady leak on it. Let me show you. See the water dripping right there? It's coming right down from this connection and then dripping. That's the light right down there, right at the bottom. So we're gonna need to drain this and take the light assembly out. See if we can just go ahead and replace the gasket, put a little silicone on it and call it done, or if we're gonna have to order a new light assembly. We'll put some water back in there when we put it back in. Just make sure that that fixes the problem and that we don't have any of the leaks before we fill it back up. Easiest way in these units, there's a drain valve down here. Hook up a hose to it and turn this petcock right here in line. It'll start emptying the spa, and it'll take about an hour or so to drain. It's a good time to take your filter out and replace it or clean it, depending on the age of it, and then just do a overall good clean on your whole spa there. This is the filter in the spa. Still in pretty good condition. It's only probably about 3 months old. So we'll go ahead and clean this up, give it a detergent bath and rinse it out, and it'll be good to go. So we have the tub drained, and we're just putting a small sump pump in here to get everything out of the bottom. That's the light that we need to pull out and replace the gasket. And we're going to open up the sides again and put a large fan on it to dry everything out down there. And that'll give us a good indication when we put some water back in if we have additional leaks or if we're good to go. All right. The sides opened up and our fan blowing in there. The idea is just let's have that run for a few hours and get everything dried up, and then we'll pull that light out. All right, we're going to use these large pair of channel locks here to get in and get that ring loosened up so we can pull the light out and replace or silicone the gasket in. Let's get started. We got the ring off and we're able to get the light out. Here's the assembly. It actually doesn't look too bad a shape. The gasket is mostly intact, but I think we're going to go ahead and just order a replacement. We don't want to have to go through this again anytime soon, and they're like 20 bucks online. It'll come with the assembly here and the gasket and the new lens. That way, if there's any small cracks in here, or you know, this is a 2018 Spa, so it's a pretty harsh environment for gasket material and plastic, so it's probably better to just replace it. One note that I want to share with you guys when you're taking it off is, unless you have someone to help you, be inside the tub while you're taking off this ring, make sure you hold the inside of the lens, the clear part, as you're spinning off the ring. Otherwise, it's just going to spin endlessly and drive you nuts. So we're going to go ahead and order a new one of these, and then when it gets here, we'll go through the process of putting some new silicone on it and putting it back in the tub. Here's our hole right here from inside the tub. We'll fill it up like we had planned to do before, just over that that light level. We'll let it sit for a day or so. We'll check the conditions under the tub, make sure there's no water leaking, and then we'll do a final clean out and refill the tub, and hopefully all will be good as new. So our new light assembly has arrived, and much sooner than expected. It wasn't supposed to be here until Tuesday, but it arrived last night. Today is Thursday, so definitely ahead of schedule. Ordered it from Amazon, but the seller was the Spa guy, so kudos to them for the fast shipping. It shipped USPS and arrived very quickly. So as you can see, there is a, let me take this nut off. There's a brand new gasket and lens and nut. So we're going to use this marine silicone. I haven't used this before, but it got great reviews on Amazon, so I thought we'd try it. And we're going to just put a little bit of silicone on the outside of the gasket here, or yeah, I guess the inside of the gasket before we made it back up into the tub. And then we're going to go on the inside of the tub and put our nut back on, and we're going to hand tight it back on. You don't want to over tighten these. And we're going to put some water back in the tub, just a little bit, just about a few inches over the light itself, to make sure that we have no more leaks from this location, and hopefully from no other locations. So we're going to open the sides back up, and you may be wondering why I keep putting the sides back on of the tub, but where we live, there's all kinds of critters, and I just don't want anything to get in there and chew on the plumbing, or the dogs to get in and mess with anything under the inside of the tub itself. So I always put the sides back on when I'm done working on it. So I'm going to open it back up and get started. All right, we're going to put our silicone around the gasket here, just a little bit, just to create a good connection with the tub itself. We're going to cut the end here so the material can come out. We're going to use the cap to pierce the top of the silicone and just run a bead around it. This is a clear. They also come in white and black. Just going to take my finger here, smear it around here, smooth it out, and we're ready to put it in there. Let's go do it. The light lens is in the tub, and we're just going to take our nut here and get it started. And you don't want to over tighten this, so you want to just hand tighten it snug. And that's it. I'm going to leave the light out. This is the light here. This is the light assembly. I'm going to leave it out until I put some water in it, just so I can better see that it's not leaking. And leave it in there overnight. Make sure we don't have any leaks, and I'll put the light back in and clean it up and fill it up. We have successfully installed our light and filled the tub up with water, a couple inches above the top of the light line. And initial checks look really good, no leakage. So we're going to let this sit overnight and check it a couple times throughout the day, just to make sure it looks good and that we don't see any other leaks. And then we'll come out in the morning and finish filling the tub up, do one more check, and we should be good to go. Well, it's been about 24 hours, and our water levels are still good. Still above our light here. We haven't lost any water. And let's just double check under the tub. sure we don't have any leakage here. We are nice and dry. So what we're going to do now is, since we don't seem to have any other leaks and we have repaired the light leak, we're going ahead and put the sides back on, button everything up, and then we're going to do a good cleaning on the inside of the tub with some tub wash, and then fill it back up, turn it on, and let this thing heat back up. I think we did it. I installed the LED light housing yesterday and ran a test overnight with the water filled just above the light line. Came out this morning, checked underneath it, not a single drop of water. I couldn't find any water from any other locations around the tub. The water level stayed consistent, so I cleaned the tub today, put the light back into the new housing, filled the tub back up, and let's take a look at the finished product. As you can see, the light's down there working. We have repaired our leak, and the tub is currently heating up. Let's see, we're up to 86 degrees right now. It started at 65. It's actually getting a little cold out, so I'm looking forward to this thing warming up and getting back into it. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey of discovering the leak, which is never fun, repairing the leak, and testing our fix, making sure that what we did was in fact the fix that was needed and the only fix that was needed. And if you like the content, if you like the process we went through here, please like, subscribe, and if you have any tips or tricks or experiences with your own hot tub and your own spa and going through this process, please leave some comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, this is Tony from DIY All Day. Can't wait for the next one.